Today in Santa Cruz de Guanacaste, which is my county capital, we're gonna visit all of the important landmarks from the church to the bank to the park. We're gonna have some great conversations with people, and overall I hope to give you a functional guide to knowing what's going on in one of these county capitals and how you as a foreigner could find enjoyment visiting these places that often get overlooked. Thanks very much for tuning in, and once you look like a local, you'll want to eat like a local here at a place that's not one of your corporate mega chains like Subway or Pizza Hut. Do try and find these interesting places like the Santa Cruz Carniceria, which is an institution here, obviously that's mainly a butcher shop with raw meat for sale, and you can get just about every cut of most animals here. But they also have absolutely delicious chicharrones, which really are pork rinds. And in Costa Rica, you can get pork rinds in different styles. There's a crispy one, there's one that's still really just the cooked smoked meat, and really it can be a special treat if you happen to be an omnivore in a place like Santa Cruz. ¿Cómo le ha ido?
Todo bien.
Muy bien, me alegro.
Jame y polen, solo toquea.
Sí. No, me alegro que está vendiendo bien.
Sí, estamos ahí, gracias a Dios.
Sí.
¿Cómo le va? Todo bien. Un placer. El placer es mío.
We're showing up here at the bank. It might not make much sense that there's a guy here with honey and pollen for sale, but if you live in Santa Cruz de Guanacaste, this is absolutely a regular routine, and that's why walking up, the guy recognizes me. This is one of the major national banks called Banco Nacional. Virtually all of the 84 county capitals are going to have a Banco Nacional and a Banco de Costa Rica, which make them the most accessible banks in the country, at least in terms of branches. And aquí mi compañero está trabajando en cuidar el parqueo. Nunca ocupo miel de abeja porque tengo bastante en la casa, pero sí ocupo servicio de cuidar el parqueo. I'm looking for the correct bill in my pocket so that I don't accidentally pull out. Yeah, those were the ones I didn't want to. Oh, there we go. 1,000 colones to a parking guard can mean that your car is 100% watched after. He's not scamming anybody, he is providing a real service. If he weren't here, your car, while you were in the bank, would be a total target. So it's nice when you're at these places like a bank and you're gonna be away from your vehicle for an hour or two, because these things can be slow. Don't hesitate to tip your parking guard.
Thank you very much.
Sí, a usted las gracias por cuidarlo. Sí, sí. Your county center could also be the place where you get gas very often. One of the coolest things in Costa Rica is that they still have full service gas stations as the rule rather than the exception. So you'll always pull up, someone will ask what you need, and you get to practice Spanish and tell them what you want. They will check your tires if you want. You can get your water done. They'll even do your windshield. I highly suggest, if you live in a place for a while, start tipping these people and your service will be incredible. There are a lot of stores here where you actually order everything from somebody standing behind a counter, and then you pay at cajas, just like the municipality. So you are attended by somebody who's putting in your order and organizing everything. You come over here and pay, and then at places like the feed store or the hardware store, you also have to take your receipt over to the person who's going to give you your stuff. it can seem elaborate and very bureaucratic, but it's a very good system that ends up really giving the store owner good control over what's going on and great accountability to everyone involved. Okay. Yo le mando mi número. Yeah, another pure interaction that only aficionados of Guanacaste can enjoy as much as we are. Not only would he love to talk about the farm that's for sale, la finca que está vendiendo en 300 hectáreas. You know, he's got this huge property. We're going to exchange WhatsApp numbers so that he can send me more information. You can exchange WhatsApp numbers with everybody we've seen along the way. You've got a guy at the municipality who's nice to you, you put their number in, and someday you can write them and say, hey, could you talk to this guy and ask him a question? So again, small town living is awesome, it's beautiful, and it's always fun to catch up with people when you're in Santa Cruz. El número 87 02 55 38.
Ahí lo meto en contacto, ahí le paso la foto del video
Excelente.
de la finca.
We'll
Tomado
be-
con un dron, ¿verdad? De todo lo.
Excelente. We'll be waiting on these photos and videos por parte de él.
Si la vende 5% de.
Linda. Well, we've had a great day in Santa Cruz. If you're looking for real experiences to see the Costa Rica that you might not get a glimpse of in places like Tamarindo or other tourism communities, you should definitely consider visiting your municipal capital. More than anything, you'll see that the people here are just warm, open, and friendly. You can basically establish relationships minute by minute because Costa Ricans and especially Guanacastecos are ready to welcome you. Thanks very much for joining me. Y a los PM, hey, a los Santa Cruceños, salud. No estoy haciendo comentarios sobre usted, más bien estoy promocionando los chicharrones. Ready? Got it? Audio, check, check, and talk to you soon. Thanks very much. Oh yeah, sorry.